Hey guys, Justin Bryan here from selfmadesuccess.com, and in this video I'm going to show you 20 small business ideas that are actually very easy to start. And a lot of these don't require too much upfront cost, so you don't need a lot of capital to get started, and they're things that don't require anything like a lease space or something like that that would really drive up the budget and drive up the time to your first day on the job. So these are business ideas that are very scalable. You can start pretty quickly and don't cost you too much. So the first one is freelancing. So freelancing, of course, is something you can do online. One of the best ways to do it now is through the internet. There's a lot of websites geared for freelancers now. One of the first ones that comes to mind is Fiverr. That's a great place to get started if you've never been a freelancer before. It allows you to get started with kind of cheaper services, and then you can build your way up to hundreds of dollars per job. You can also end up going to a site like Upwork. Upwork gets you more high-end clients. They also bought out Elance, so they're one of the biggest freelance services now. But either one of those two, you can't go wrong as far as freelancing, and of course freelancing covers a lot of different things. You can be a freelance writer, freelance editor, freelance marketer, freelance video editor, freelance transcriber. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. Number two is an Adsense business, and an Adsense business, if you don't know, is just when you get a lot of traffic and you monetize it with Google ads. Google makes pretty much most of their money from ads. So they have all these advertising services and all these companies trying to do their advertising on the internet now because it's so lucrative. And if you go to a site like entrepreneur.com, who makes quite a bit of money from advertisements on their website, you'll notice a huge advertisement like this sometimes will be in the background. You'll notice an advertisement right here for Staples. You'll notice other advertisements as you go down the list. There's another one right there. So these advertisements like that are usually from Google AdSense. So if you create a Google AdSense account for free, you can apply to get approved for your website, or you can also do it on YouTube. If you want to make money from YouTube, you can get paid from AdSense there too. But it's both AdSense, so you can use both. It's all about just getting a lot of traffic, and if you want to make more money for the same amount of traffic, you need to target keywords and things that are more bid on by advertisers. So if there's more competition for advertisers on certain keywords for your videos or blog, those are the ones you want to target if you want to get more money from ads without having to get huge amounts of traffic. You just have to be good at getting the traffic. So that's another great way to start a small business. Number three is proofreading and editing. So proofreading and editing, one of the best places to sell services like that is as a freelancer on Upwork. Upwork, like I said before, is one of the best freelancing websites out there. They bought Elance. Elance used to be one of the biggest ones as well. Upwork used to be called Odesk, and so they have a huge following, a lot of customers, a lot of high-end customers as well. So you can definitely count on them to be one of the best sites for doing this. And I would definitely recommend them for editing services and things like that, where you read over articles, books, whatever it is, you can edit them, you can send them back. It's a lot of money for businesses to hire a full-time editor or something, especially if they only use them every once in a while, so for say books. So you can definitely do that if you know what you're doing with editing. Number four, you can be a personal trainer or fitness instructor. So you could do an aerobics class, you could be a personal trainer and actually do one client at a time, and meet them at a gym. There's all kinds of different ways you can do that. The main thing I would recommend is that you read this article on bodybuilding.com called How to Become a Personal Trainer. And it really goes through everything you need to know about becoming a personal trainer, and it will go very in depth, tell you the resources you need, how to get certified, things like that. Number 5, you can be a stock photographer. So, in other words, photography can be hard to get into, but you don't need a lot of equipment to get into photography. I mean, you have your camera, you have your editing software and things like that. But stock photography is something you can make more money now without having to sell it the old-fashioned way. You can actually use the internet now. You can upload them and make passive income from royalties using a website like Shutterstock or iStock Photo. And they also have apps as well. If you check out some of my videos where I talk about apps, you'll see some of the apps that allow you to sell images from your phone and things like that. So you could say do a professional photography, sell them on Shutterstock, iStock Photo, and all the main ones, and then you can also upload them to your phone and then sell them through those apps as well. So you could make a lot of royalties, and if you keep making more photos, then you'll make more money. And because it's online, you make money 24/7. Number 6, you can do an online art craft store. So if you like making t-shirts, if you like making sculptures, if you're a painter, you can make a store with Etsy. You can go to Etsy.com, make a store. You can sell paintings and things like that. They do clothing, jewelry, home and living, weddings, even toys. They have all kinds of stuff. They even have like movie memorabilia that you can do, where they make props from movies and stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can make money from Etsy, and you can just build a store there. It's a lot better than doing it on eBay because Etsy is geared towards arts and crafts. But if you're artistic, that could be one of the best small business choices you can make. Number 7, you can be a personal or virtual assistant. So if you want to do this, you don't have to have a whole lot of background in anything or special skills. You just need to be able to take orders. You need to work hard and be efficient, and just follow the directions given to you by the entrepreneur, company, or other person, whoever is hiring you. So you'll notice people like internet entrepreneurs a lot of times will use like a virtual assistant, sometimes in another country, sometimes in the same country. That way, if you become a virtual assistant, you don't actually have to be there in person all the time. But you can do that, and if you want to kind of study how a good virtual assistant business works, there's one overseas called Brickwork India, and it's one that Tim Ferriss recommends. As you know, he is the writer of the 4-Hour Work Week, 4-Hour Chef, and 4-Hour Body. He knows quite a bit about things like hiring and outsourcing and virtual assistants and things like that, because he's used them. He does a whole section on that in the 4-Hour Work Week book. So you could check out that book if you want to learn more about that. You could go and check this business out if you think you could build a business with multiple virtual assistants. In other words, you might know other virtual assistants and you might want to create a business together. Or you can go to, say, Upwork and get hired there and offer your services there. Either way, whatever works for you. But a virtual assistant is something that is very much in demand right now. Number 8 is consulting. So consulting is great because it allows you to share your knowledge on any subject, whether you're consulting for a business looking to grow their profits, you're consulting for people trying to build their social media following, whatever it is that you're consulting. You're not technically an employee. You're more like a self-employed person who's just giving advice. And so if you have a lot of knowledge about something, you can stop working at a job and start your own consulting business. And you can read this article on entrepreneur.com called How to Start a Consulting Business. It's very in-depth. It goes into all the details you kind of need to look into. Some of the reasons some consulting businesses do well and how you can apply that to yourself. Things like that. It's a great article. I would recommend that. It's a great resource for just getting started in consulting and kind of knowing what to expect and what you need to work on. The next one is coding. Coding is another one that's very much in demand because coding is it applies to a lot of different things. Okay, so there's different types of coding and everything, of course, whether it's for websites, whether it's for software, whether you're making a bot, you're working on automation for a company or something, you're making plugins for WordPress sites. There's a lot of different things you can apply coding to. And there's a great article on Lifehacker that talks about how I taught myself to code in 8 weeks. He shows you some of the best ways you can learn different coding languages by doing them. He shows you some of the best classes and courses you can take for coding if you want to learn it fast. But if you're already good at coding, you don't need to worry too much about that, and you can start your own business, whether you're selling your services through Upwork, selling them through Fiverr, your own website. There's a lot of different ways to do it, or you could do all of them. So coding is very much in demand. Like I said, you could apply it to, say, a more niche style of coding. So say you're you specialize in making automation bots or automation software for people. You can do that for businesses. Make custom resources for them, or maybe you can edit the code of something if people have problems. There's all kinds of ways you can do it, but it's in demand, so I would try it if you are interested in it. Number 10 is personal coaching. So this could be for sports, this could be relationship coaching, life coaching. If you feel like you're a pretty wise person, you've been around a while, you know how kind of life works or different things work, whether it's maybe you want to be a personal basketball coach, maybe you're very good at helping people learn how to shoot and dribble and things like that. Whatever it is that you're interested in, coaching is one of those things where you kind of work with people one-on-one, and with things like Skype and video chat and things like that, you can actually send each other videos of what you're doing, of your progress. You can talk to each other through voice chat without actually having to be there in person like you used to. So there's a great article on Inc.com where it talks about how to start a successful coaching and training business. I would recommend reading that. It's a good read, it's a quick read, but it goes very much in depth into kind of what makes a coaching business work, what to expect, and things like that if you're interested. Just to get a little background on coaching. That's probably one of the better articles. So I would check that out. Number 11 is a handyman service. So if you're good at, let's say you don't want to work as an electrician, you don't want to work as a plumber, maybe you know a little bit about it all. You know, some contractors might work in a certain field and have a job in a certain field, but then as they work in construction, they might learn other skills from the other contractors as they watch them and as they learn from them. And so you can do an overall handyman service instead of just being like a very specific contractor. Or you can go specific, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever you think works best. But people need handymen. A lot of people don't know how to fix stuff. Plumbing, electrical, construction. There's a lot of different things people would need help with. So if you know handyman type stuff, you used to be a contractor or something like that, your skills are really helpful. People need them, and you can get hired to help them out. So you can read this great article on the Penny Hoarder called How a Self-Employed Handyman Earns $3,000 a Week. So it kind of gives you a case study of someone who's actually doing this right now, and it's on a great site. The Penny Hoarder is a great site for this type of stuff, but it's a popular article, and it talks about someone who's actually doing this, who's in the trenches, actually making a living as a handyman. So if you want an interesting read on how this works, how they became successful as a Handyman service provider. Check that out. It's a great resource, and I'm sure it'll give you a lot of ideas. Number 12, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, of course, is something I talk about all the time because it's a great way to get started as an entrepreneur. It's online. It doesn't require a website necessarily. It doesn't require you to start your own product. All you have to do is get traffic to your affiliate links and get sales, and then you get commissions when people buy stuff. So whether you build an email list or not, we can get into more complicated things. I have videos about affiliate marketing specifically. I'm not going to get too much in it right now, but ClickBank is the place you should go to get started in affiliate marketing. You create a free account. They have probably the biggest database of courses and products to choose from, all kinds of categories. It's a great site. It's easy to get paid as long as you just fill out your profile right and everything, and it's an international business, so you can create a really nice online based business just through affiliate marketing, getting traffic to affiliate links of products, and earning commissions. And a lot of these actually pay very well, is 50% or more on a lot of these. So you'll get really good commissions, and you don't have to worry about all the headaches that come with customer service, starting a product, updating products, maintaining a website, and all that. Number 13, network marketing is kind of like affiliate marketing, where you sell other companies' products, get commissions, and things like that. But you also have an added element where you can recruit people. So you recruit other distributors who also sell products. So you can build your own team within the organization of people making you money selling products, as you make money selling your own products as well. So the best place to go to kind of compare these types of companies are MLMrankings.com. You can check out, say, the top companies right here. Avon, Beachbody, of course, is kind of like a fitness company. Herbalife is, supplements and things like that for healthy living. Mary Kay, of course, cosmetics. Pampered Chef, if you like cooking and selling cooking utensils and stuff. Just kind of depends on what you want to get into, what you're passionate about, but I would compare companies on this site before making a decision. Number 14, pet sitting or pet walking. You can do this very easily. All you have to do is, maybe put a flyer in your neighbor's mailboxes. Eventually you can get your own social media page, your own website, things like that. You can really grow. You can get a team of other pet sitters. This is something you could really start off very cheap and very easily. And there's actually an app that has come out recently and is kind of gaining some steam called Dog Vacay. You might check this out because you can register as a official pet sitter on Dog Vacay, and it's an app where people need to get dog sitters or other pet sitters, and it's kind of like an overall thing. So you're like a freelance pet sitter basically, and you use an app that already gets tons of traffic and finds people for you to pet sit for, and they make sure that you're a quality pet sitter and that you're not just some person who doesn't even care about animals. So if you think you could be a great official freelance pet sitter, Dog Vacay may be the best way to get started, and of course you can branch out and talk to your neighbors, build your own website and things like that too. But it's a very easy thing to kind of start. Number 15, you could be a personal chef. So if you're a great cook, you can cook healthy for clients that need healthy food. You can cook different other types of foods, maybe from all different cultures. You need to be very versatile, but if you're a great chef and you're interested in maybe cooking for people, cooking for very well-off people or something as a personal chef, whether you have one client or multiple, you might go to smallbusiness.crone.com and you can look up how to start a personal chef company. It kind of walks you through some steps to take to do that, kind of what to expect, what you need to be able to do, and kind of help you gauge your expectations and give you an idea of whether it would be worth pursuing or not. But if you love cooking and you think you can get some high-end clients, it could be a very well-paying business. Number 16, flipping stuff on eBay is another great way to start a business. Of course, this is something that a lot of people start out doing and then really take off, or of course, like any other business, a lot of people fail. But if you want to learn from a great story of someone who has really become massively successful as someone who started out with just a small eBay store, I would recommend reading about Sophia Amoruso and her brand called Nasty Gal, which is started out as an eBay store and now is a $100 million plus business. So she's a very well-known, female entrepreneur. She's really got a great story. I would read about it on fastcompany.com. They have a great article about it right here called "The Secrets of a Nasty Gal," and it goes in depth about kind of how she started, what she did. Kind of starting out, she just kind of fell into this because she needed a way to make money, and she was kind of struggling. But then she found a way to find vintage clothing cheap and resell it on eBay, and then she turned it into a huge business. So if you need some motivation on whether eBay businesses work, that is a great read. Number 17, home cleaning services is another thing you can do. And there's actually quite a few pretty solid franchises that you can do with this. So that's another thing you can do if you want to start a small business. You can go with a franchise that's already kind of like a business in a box. It's all set up for you. They have all the numbers crunched and figured out. All you have to do is, purchase it and start using it the way they tell you to, and you can make quite a bit of money without having to start from scratch. So a home cleaning service, of course, we all have to clean our homes, our apartments, and we typically have some home cleaning supplies anyway. So if you do a pretty good job, if it's something you don't mind doing, you can start a quick business doing that. And there's a franchise that I would also recommend. It's number 46 on the Franchise 500 list by Entrepreneur, and it's called The Maids, and they actually have a pretty affordable franchise. Many franchises will be well over $1 million. This is actually less than $200,000 on the high end, and as little as maybe $80,000. So it's something that would allow you to start a maid service business without having to start from scratch. So if you might check out The Maids, you can check them out Entrepreneur, or go to their website and check out the franchise opportunities with that, or you can start by yourself from scratch. So it just depends on what you want to do, but cleaning services are pretty easy to start. Number 18, you can be an interior decorator. So basically, if you're into HGTV shows and all stuff like that, you're very good at making furniture look well, making rooms look nice for certain themes. You know all about different types of decor, modern, industrial, traditional, all kinds of stuff like that. And you just have a passion for making homes look good and helping people do that, then this might be the big opportunity for you. You can start a business, and one of the things I would recommend if you're going to do this is you do, of course, local business services. So you get like a Google Plus page for your business. You might do a Facebook page, a Bing local business page, get your own website and things like that. But social media is going to be one of your best friends as far as marketing your services. So you need to build a Pinterest profile. That's going to be your best one. Instagram's great as well, but these picture sharing social media sites are going to be your best friend when it comes to getting new business. So if you search, say, interior design, look at all these images on here, and as a professional interior designer, you can show your before and after pictures, the kind of stuff you're into, different tips that you have, all kinds of stuff that you can do with Pinterest, and just make a huge business just using that and getting all kinds of clients. So if you're going to be an interior decorator, make sure you use Pinterest, because it's one of the best resources for interior decorators. Number 19, home daycare, and that's basically when you use your home to take care of people's kids while they're at work, while the parents are at work. So, people are busy. A lot of times, many households have both parents working now, or there's a lot of divorced households where it's just one parent working late, working multiple jobs. running a business, things like that. So daycare services are very important. But how do you know if you can trust the daycare? Daycares can get expensive. Daycares might have too many kids in them that are bad influences on the kid. I mean, there's a lot of different factors, but you could do your own home daycare, say for your neighbors, or say for just people in the area that trust you and know you, and they would just come to your home, you entertain the kids, you have toys for them and things like that, and they just kind of hang out and have a good time until their parents pick them up. So if you love kids, obviously that's kind of a big deal for a home daycare. You need to kind of like kids. And you can read about it on smallbusiness.crone.com. They have a great article on kind of ideas for creating a home daycare business, kind of what kind of space you should have, hours, age groups, how to plan your business, what size groups you should be able to take on, and what's too much, how many kids is too many to have, things like that. Just check it out, kind of get some background knowledge on it. And I would start with neighbors, I would start with people you know, and then kind of grow your business from there. Number 20, last but not least, you can do like a lawn care and landscaping service. So a lot of people already have lawn care equipment. We have a lawnmower, say a weed eater, hedge clippers, things like that. If you have things like that already, you can start your own landscaping or lawn care service. Or you could even start a franchise, which kind of includes everything and is basically built to succeed already because it's been duplicated in many areas. You can get a great lawn care franchise. You can check it out on entrepreneur.com or their website, but it's less than 100,000. It's actually less than 90,000 just on the high end investment wise. It's growing very rapidly. As you can see the numbers here, it's number 86 on the franchise 500 list. So Weed Man is a great lawn care franchise. It's very highly rated by Entrepreneur, and you can kind of read more about it and financial requirements, kind of what they talk about and what to expect. Maybe contact them if you're serious, but if you're looking into landscaping and things like that, a franchise might be the way to start instead of just going from scratch and competing with everyone. But hey, if you already have your own equipment and things like that, and you feel like you know some great clients in the area that maybe have some money and would be willing to pay for those types of services, then by all means go ahead and get started. But you have options. So if you got something from this video, if you feel like you learned something that you can use, maybe got some ideas you hadn't thought of, please like and subscribe so I can make more videos like this for you. If you thought there's something I should have put in there that's kind of a small business idea that's pretty easy to start, doesn't require too much background stuff or degrees or lease space, things like that, let me know in the comments if you thought I should have included it. Let me know what you thought about the video as well in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to contact me directly, if you want to get more in-depth blog posts on this kind of stuff, if you want to get courses and tools that will help you create these businesses and run them well, you can go to selfmadesuccess.com. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.